follow-up CT scan that I just did, so they can look at how the fusion is healing and see like if everything is like in place or whatever. Yeah, so I have another PT appointment tomorrow. I just started physical therapy, so that's been a thing. Yeah, once they started working me, I definitely am at the bottom. Like, it was really, really hard for me to do like basic things. So, yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of work. Right now, my left side is still very weak. So I still have a lot of trouble with my left side. There has been some improvement. I think that when I do tire, I can recover a little quicker than I could before. Like, sometimes I would be in bed for like a week, literally like a week. It would take me a long time to like bounce back. Pretty much since the fusions, I can get up and go like every day, but there still is a limit to what I can do because I do fatigue really quickly, neurologically. There's a lot going on right now back there for the healing process. So I know that the healing process was not going to be overnight, but I just expected, I don't know what I expected really. I just thought I would feel a little better, you know, immediately. And I do. There's some things that are better, but a lot is still the same right now. So it's just been a little bit difficult to deal with emotionally. But overall, I'm still alive. I'm still in the fight. I'm still here. So I just have to be patient in the process. And that is very hard because you want to get back to normal. You want to do things. And I'm still in a very fragile state. And I guess realizing that, you know, it kind of hits you sometimes like, oh, yeah, I can't do that, you know. It just kind of hits you that you're still in this, you know, you still have this fragility to you, and you know, there are still things that you have to take it easy from. So I just have to embrace where I am, knowing that it's not where I'm going to stay, it's just where I am currently. So getting my CT scan today, it was still very difficult for me to lay flat. So that was a thing. And, you know, when I got up, I kind of had to sit there for a while. Everything lately has just been very hard. So I feel, you know, I don't want to, I keep crying. I don't want to, I know that I can't hurry my process along. Like, I know that, but sometimes it's just hard. It's hard to explain. Unless you've been through it, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, the realization that things are still there, I guess, is sometimes just hard to deal with. So, you know, I'm fighting through that right now. bit of a rough few days for me. Yeah. The season though, went to physical therapy and had a rough time after. So this is my little helper. I think maybe I have some inflammation in my spinal cord, so or my brain stem.
You need to go to Dr.
Yeah, I probably need to go to the doctor. I don't know. So my sister is coming to help me with the kids.
What?
Whew, that was a lot. Getting my MRI today, so I'm about to put my stuff in this locker. Just have to remove my brassiere glasses, but all the stuff is going in this locker. And I'm gonna get my scan. So I just got my brain MRI done. I was in there for like 45 minutes. They had to do an injection for contrast. So they had to stick me like in both arms because my veins are not the best. So that was fun. Actually not fun, but God blessed me to be able to last that long while laying flat, so that's good. So that's my first test of the week, and then I have to go to the neurologist. So I'm just grateful that I was able to get through it, and yeah. Getting the second part of my aerodynamics test today. It's in a new building. I was at another building with this particular urologist, but they changed buildings. Pretty casual today. I have my fleece, my hat. Yeah, we're here.
Going up.
So I am done with PT. I got some workout bands to do at home. And I'm gonna get back in the car and get myself home. So I just got out of physical therapy, and in about another week, I will be almost a year post-op from Chiari decompression surgery. So I'm excited about coming up on my 1-year anniversary from Chiari decompression. As far as updates on just the Chiari malformation, I have had significant improvements from having the decompression. I don't have a lot of pressure buildup in my head as much, and a lot of the pressure headaches are gone. I still am getting headaches, but it's periodic. It's from time to time. It's not like every day. So that's been really cool. It's hard to tell for me what symptoms have improved and what hasn't. I used to have a lot of ringing in my ears as well. I don't have it as much anymore. When I lay down, I still have some ringing in my ears. So I always sleep on an incline still. I'm not able to like sleep flat. So I am still in the midst of healing from like 3 surgeries. So it's hard to tell at this point what's really better and what is feeling great, because right now nothing still feels great. Like I still have a lot of pressure back here and like muscle spasming, muscle tightening, and I'm still trying to get myself back in shape and build up stamina and all of those things, and it's just taking me time to do that. Everything is more comfortable now though. Like I'm able to do a lot of things without a lot of pain. So that's one thing that has really improved, is my pain levels are lower now. I'm not totally pain-free yet, but my pain levels are lower. When I do a lot of singing or talking, it does put a lot of pressure for some reason back here. I don't know what that is, but I'm hoping that that will also improve over time. So I'm just trying to look at the bright side overall and to count my blessings and you know, be grateful for the ways that things have improved. So I feel like things are gonna keep getting better and better. There are days that are still just doozies, and I think it's just like that when you deal with any type of chronic condition or have had any type of chronic condition for a long time. When you're dealing with the brain and spinal cord, it's just the nervous system is just a very tricky place, and it takes a long time for those things to heal. So it may take, 1 year for some people. It may take 2 years for some people. It's like you just don't know. And some things may never totally go back to normal. So I think that's what it is just evaluating normal, what is normal. And I may not go back to a fully normal state. Like, I have not felt normal in the past 18 years. So honestly, I don't even know what that feels like anymore. I've been functioning on abnormality for so long. So I'm just hoping overall to get back to a better place of functioning. That's how I always view things and look at it. Even if I don't go back to a total normal, I'm looking to just get back to a better place of functioning overall. I still have a lot of problems that we're working on in PT. So I do have a lot of intentional tremor, just tremor overall when I get really fatigued. So right now, like, I'm fatiguing really quickly. But that's to be expected because of brain and spine injury, whatever you will call it. So I'm still working through tremoring and hopefully getting to a place where I'm not shaking so much when I'm doing things. The things that I normally do that are just kind of innate ability things, I don't shake as much. But when I'm doing new things or having to learn new movements, or movements that I don't normally do, I shake a lot. So I'm still working through that. I'm still also working through severe fatigue and my walking ability. I can only walk like a little bit. Just walking around my house is a lot for me. So I'm trying to work on improving my walking ability. There are still some other things that I'm looking into. I just found out that I have peripheral neuropathy. So I'm also dealing with that. I'm dealing with ataxia issues, issues with my gait and ataxia, and just overall issues with my cerebellar function. So I'm still working all of that out. When it comes to the spine and the instability, my spine is fixed in a position, so I'm not having really any issues with my fusion. It just did take a while for me to get used to not being able to move in the same ways. But I think that I'm developing new methods to do everything, so that's pretty good. Sometimes it's still very hard because when I have to use my peripheral vision a lot, I get really dizzy. And when I'm walking and I have to turn a corner or turn around, I still get really dizzy. But I think that will get better like over time. Of course, I can't really look down and like read things. Sometimes opening my mouth really wide is hard. Swallowing things, depending on what I'm swallowing, is hard. So I'm just trying to work through all the stuff, work through all the things, and get to a better place. It's just a journey, and you really have to be patient when you're dealing with health, healing, whatever it is in life. You know, it's a process, and sometimes things just do not happen overnight. And I think my expectations were high after I had the surgeries and I started the healing process. I just had really high expectations of myself, and I just kind of wanted to snap back. But that wasn't the case. That isn't my story. That isn't my journey. And so I'm embracing my journey and feeling comfortable with the way my journey is going. And so I have to relax into it and be patient. There are days that I get extremely frustrated with how things are going or how things didn't go. But instead of doing that, I'm trying to learn how to lean into God and lean into acceptance of His will for me and what my journey is, and not comparing it to anybody else, and being okay with taking it slow, you know. And I think that's a hard thing for a lot of people. It's just being okay with slowing down and taking it slow and taking your time. And that's not just with health, that's with a lot of things in life. We don't like to slow down. We don't want to wait. We don't want to, you know, take it slow or be patient. We like want what we want when we want it. We want it to happen. We want it to happen now. But I think that, you know, all of your heart's desires and the things that you want to see happen in your life will happen. Just because it's delayed doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means there's more in the process that you need to learn or go through or grow, you know. So I'm happy about what I'm learning during this process. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about other people. So I'm happy about what I'm learning in this process and what I'll be able to share with others as a result of this process. I'm just excited about what God has in store for me.